I heard about Click through the mail, and I received an advertisement in the mail. At the time, I had a property manager that I wasn't happy about because I wasn't getting the communication I needed. Whenever I'd email, I wouldn't get a quick response, which is something that, as a landlord, when you're a long way from your property, you kind of need to be in touch. So for me, it was lack of communication. So what motivated me to follow up on the letter? What I first of all looked at is I felt that the letter was professional for a start, and it was eye-catching. And then it was about what the letter said. And for a landowner, for a landlord, what you need is somebody who cares about your property like you do. And to find that is really hard. I've had some pretty horrible experiences with property management. But the way that letter indicated we would do this and this and this, and that it was bullet pointed, and I immediately said, that is what I want. And if they're true to their word, I'm in. My first impressions were the speed of which I was actually contacted. From the time that I did my very first email, I got a response that day. And I was absolutely impressed with the speed of it. And from that, it went to the next person at the Click Property Management office, and that person contacted me immediately. I couldn't be happier. I absolutely couldn't be happier. To know that my property is looked after by someone who said that they really care about the landlord and they care about our investment. That's number one for me. And the other thing is, it's about making money too. You want to have people in your property, you don't want it empty. And you need to know that your investment is well looked after. Now that is what I got in the delivery of the Click service. I have never ever had one doubt, and every single time I've contacted them, they have contacted me. And in fact, they go forward thinking what I might need to know. I have a continual contact. The team have been amazing, and every time I meet somebody, they're just as amazing. For me, it was a full dynamic package. I want good, prompt, honest, I want integrity, and I want to know what's going on with my property. I want to know about it before it almost happens, if you know what I mean. So it means that if this property management company and all the members are doing their individual jobs and they work as a team, they're going to be onto my property. They're going to say to me, you know what, you might need to tighten a tap somewhere. And they let me know, and they give me the choice. The other thing I love is that when a job needs to be done, I get an itemised account. And they talk to me about what's needed, and they give me options. And then it's left for me to choose. And it's the advice that I get that helps me to make a choice. So when you've got a team like that looking after your property, you can't actually go wrong. You just can't. The only complaint I have, I wished I'd done it sooner. Yeah, I'd like to just give you an example about what I mean. I live in Australia, and so my contact is either by phone or email or Skype. Well, I'm back in Dunedin, and I'm actually sitting in my property, and Click made the time to show me through the house, and they also took the time to show me through the garden. Now, let's just talk about the garden for a minute. The garden is my passion, and I looked after it fastidiously for the years that I lived here. I know that when you rent a place, the garden is a big issue, especially if there's a lot of work. So that had to be part of the contract. So therefore, the type of gardener, the choice of gardener, was really imperative. Click got a gardener that completely epitomised my passion. The gardener they chose, he knows roses. There's about 80 roses in this garden. And Click chose somebody who knew about how to prune them. I'm sitting in my garden now, and I've looked around, and that's the other thing. I was given a sliding scale of dollars to spend. I chose an amount, and for that, I believe I got value for money. Everywhere I've looked in this garden, everything that I expected to have been done has been done in big jobs like the pruning, the mulching is down, the trees have all been trimmed. It's absolutely beautiful. In fact, it's ready for a spring explosion, and the tenants will it's breathtaking. And so that is a good example from how you can take it from what I wanted, get that delivered, visit it, see that it actually did happen. Again, that's another tick and a very positive for me in click management.